3700X and 16 gigs of RAM. Rust. Yes, guys, I am not sure how to test this game, by the way, but I'm gonna do my best here. As you can see, FOV set to 90, and what else? 1080p. We're gonna be testing at 1080p today in this GPU, and the graphics settings for now are all set to the minimum because, well, yes, that's probably low settings, I think. As you can see, everything is turned off over here. Okay. Experimental, I'm gonna leave those disabled throughout the video as well. I'm not gonna touch those, but yeah, I'm just gonna be messing around, like trying to make like a medium and high and ultra settings preset. Of course, the ultra settings being everything maxed out, I guess, over here. I'm also not gonna be testing it with like motion blur and vignetting and stuff like that because I don't like those. But yeah, you will see, okay, what kind of FPS we're gonna get. And oh boy, it's nighttime. Okay then, but look at that, guys. It's Christmas time in Rust as well. Wow. I see a sign of some light. Oh my gosh, I've been just roaming around here without seeing anything for all this time, and I actually got this, so yeah. Textures almost, it's horrible, but at least it runs well. I mean, I think it ran well as well in the GTX 460 a few months ago, so yeah, that's something. On low settings, there's not much to see, no pun intended actually, because there's literally no textures to see as well, but I'm not really sure where to go as well. As you can see, we're getting like 50% everything, or close to it. High performance impact, so I think on medium we'll leave that off. Large performance impact, okay, anisotropic filtering doesn't really matter too much to your performance, you know. We're without anisotropic filtering getting 88 FPS, and now I'll put it on max and we're getting 87, 88. It's the same, okay? It doesn't really. Why does that say a large performance impact? Image effects. All right, now. Anti-aliasing, let's put FXAA here on medium. Ambient occlusion, I'll leave that off. High quality bloom, let's enable that. Lens dirt, whatever. Sun shafts, yes. And sharpen, I leave it to high settings. Alright, so these are our medium settings, I would say. Yeah, the textures are now applied, as you can see by the sand and our torch in my hand. So let's just rob this guy over here. First things first, you know. Alright, you don't have a torch anymore. Okay, let's start counting our FPS, by the way. Our GPU still isn't maxed out, but we're getting really decent frames for our Rust, you know. 90 something FPS. I'm just gonna try to find like a more dense forest area to test our FPS in, because I think those are the most intensive areas in this game, at least GPU intensive, you know. So let's just do that. Look at that. It actually looks good here on medium settings, kind of medium I'm not sure if this is medium settings, you know, but yeah. We're getting like close to 100 FPS. This is pretty oh my gosh, that's a big stutter, but that's normal in Rust, by the way. The game is just not well optimized at all. As you can see, our RAM usage is touching 12 gigabytes of RAM. Our VRAM usage is at 3 gigabytes, which isn't anything to write home about, to be honest, but you know, it's still on medium, and it already is reaching 3 gigabytes of VRAM usage. So maximum settings, I think it even maxed out the GTX 1080 at 8 gigabytes of VRAM. So I have no clue how many gigabytes of VRAM you need to play this game with, but I'm just gonna eat this and this. Our GPU usage is not maxed out, so that means that you will need a CPU with strong single core performance to achieve these frame rates, like 90 FPS average, as we are seeing right now, at least with the GTX 1650 Super. So I suggest something like an i5 4th gen overclocked to like 4.5 gigahertz, something like that, at 4690K. Yeah, something with strong single core performance. You don't need a ton of threads, because as you can see, our CPU usage is only like around 20 to 30% most of the time, so that means that it's only using 4 threads of our 16 threads of this CPU. Yeah, alright, so far so good. I think that's it for medium settings. I hope the sun is not, yep, it's setting down. Oh, come on, man, I don't really want to spend another night here in the wilds. 95 FPS on average, 63 FPS, 1% lows. Alright, this is good. This is pretty much the same as low settings, because we're still CPU bound, of course. And now let's do high settings. Oh boy, what are high settings? I think it's like 3/4 of the sliders when we can do that. So okay, maybe like around here, around here, around here. Yeah, okay, let's enable that on 1 right now.
Whoa. This is the top of the line Omen 16 laptop. Powered by Intel, I can finally game without
Here, 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 here. Yep, I think that's probably it. Let's put some ambient occlusion over here and some sharpen effects. So, oh my gosh, this actually looks good. All right, let's just wait a little bit in case of anything is not applied yet. Oh my gosh, that's a big stutter. I just moved my mouse. Okay, so we still got a little bit of daylight left, I think. I think the sun is not moving at all right now, so that's a good thing. Let's start counting our FPS here on high settings. So now our GPU usage is finally maxed out at 98% usage. So with these FPS, like 50 to 60 FPS, you should only need like something like a 2nd gen i5, 3rd gen i5. I'm not sure, but those CPUs should be able to provide you with like 40 plus FPS. So yeah, to not bottleneck this GPU, you only need one of those. But honestly, I was expecting kind of a bit more FPS here on high settings coming from the 1650 Super. This is after all comparable to a GTX 1066GB. So I don't remember how many FPS we got with the 1066GB, but I only tested that like a year ago or something, and the game has received a ton of updates since then, so it's a little bit more demanding. I guess this game doesn't really like optimization too much, because every time there's an update, the FPS just drop and drop and drop and drop and drop even further. So I don't like that, you know. I wish the Rust developers would focus more on optimization. They don't seem to care too much about that. As you can see, our RAM usage is now at 14 gigabytes, so it's almost maxed out. 52 FPS on average here. Of course, we were in a demanding area with all of those trees. You can still get like 60 FPS sometimes. That's the performance here on high settings, I guess, in Rust, so I don't like it, okay? The game looks okay, you know, but still, it shouldn't really use this much RAM and VRAM, in my opinion. It's just not well optimized at all. 55 FPS average, 39 FPS, 1% lows. Of course, there's the occasional stutter, so that's why our 1% lows are that low. And let's go ahead and turn it up to ultra, see how many FPS we can get on those settings. So maybe guys, if you are interested in playing this game, I think I would play it on medium, to be honest. I think it looks good enough, at least. Oh, that was fast, changing that. Okay, let's put everything to maximum. Max the game out here. Oh boy, our FPS are dropping a lot, as you can see there. Okay, so that's it. 1080p. Things are all maxed out here. Things that I don't like are turned off, and things that I like are enabled. Oh my god. Okay, so I truly was expecting a bit more FPS coming from this GPU, guys. Ah, god damn it. How? Why? Why does this game get more and more unoptimized with every single update? I remember like a year ago playing on the RX 570 with these settings, like maxed out settings, and it was completely playable at like around 60 FPS on average. But now, you know, a year later, it just, oh my gosh, look at this. It doesn't even reach a 30 FPS average on these settings. Why, Rust? Why do you need to be like that? Seriously. Oh my gosh, 20 something FPS with a GPU like this? Are you kidding me? Are you on drugs or something? I'm not sure what's going on with this game, guys. It looks good, but it doesn't look that good to eat at least 14 gigabytes of RAM and to eat like 8 gigs of VRAM. At least I don't have an 11 gigabyte graphics card or more to play this game with, so I don't even know how much VRAM it will utilize at these settings. So I guess I need to retest every single GPU here that I own in Rust, because the performance is completely different from my older videos, unfortunately. And somebody is just trying to kill me, I think. Well, I don't know where. I can't see anything. Oh my gosh, everything is so dark. Okay, I guess I'm gonna die, guys. So I'll see you in the next one. 28 FPS average, 1% loss of 21. This is awful performance, guys. This game has been out for years. It's still in early access, I think. I'm actually not sure about that, but it sure feels like it. So I just hope that they will optimize this game someday, but I've been waiting for that optimization patch or something like that for at least 5 years, because I used to play this game with my friends and it was really not that playable. It was
What's up? My name is TechNoba here for troubleshooting and welcome to this No BS
What's buff? Let me explain. Do some damage, gain some points. Kill these guys, gain some points. Save this gold, get some points. I think you get the idea.
So you want to trade your skins? This is how you do it. Go to traded.gg and after logging in with Steam, you will see the
Very good shot. You got him. Very nice. Nice shot. Very good. Very good shot. Very good shot. Very nice.